What's up, people? What's up? I'm back with part 2 of this video. Okay, the next thing I have on this list, cut out the middlemen. Cut out the middlemen. Cut out the middlemen. I'm gonna keep it real with you. Cut out the middlemen. A lot of you all don't even probably know who the middlemen are. The middlemen, they are the people to whereas you got them in your circle, you got them around your business, you paying them to do stuff that you can do for yourself. What are you doing? You're paying someone to promote your album when you can promote it yourself. You're paying someone to go up there and try to take your songs to the radio when you can go up there and take your songs to the radio yourself. Cut out the middlemen. All middlemen got to be cut out. Seriously. Remember, you're doing all this independently. You're going after your own success. Cut out the middlemen. The middlemen are just there to keep you down. I give you an example. It's like the drug business, right? It's like the drug game. If I'm scoring dope or drugs or weed, whatever, right? And I'll just use this as the example because you can compare the music industry to the drug game. You really can. I give you a perfect example. If, let's say, you got someone who's selling weed or dope, why should I come score from you when I can just go straight to the connect myself? I can cut out all the middlemen and just go straight to the connect myself. You feel me? Why pay you for stuff to do when I can just go to the connect myself? So if you're grinding with your music and you're doing your thing, cut out the middlemen. Do it yourself. See, because when you cut out the middlemen and you do it yourself, all that money goes to you. That's right. That's right. Stop counting on these people to promote your record or do this or do that for you when you can do all that stuff yourself. Cut out the middlemen. Okay? Cut out the middlemen. The music business is almost the same as the clothing business. Yeah, because when if you have a clothing line and you sign a distribution deal and you sign all these deals for your clothing company, you're going to have to split your money with all these different people. Okay? Well, why not cut out all the middlemen in the clothing business and then I can just sell my clothes on my own? You feel me? Thanks to social media and all this stuff that we have today, you can cut out all the middlemen and do it yourself. You can. You really, really can. What's next I got on this list? The music business is like a car dealership. I'll tell you why. The music business is like a car dealership. I'll tell you why. And this is so true when I'm about to say it, but it's really sad when I'm about to say it. Look at it this way. The music business is like the car business, right? You got people out there who will literally buy a car, paying car notes and stressing, and yet they don't own the car. That's like the music business. Yeah. Some of you may say, Tireo, what do you mean? Meaning that if you got people who would buy a car and be stressing to pay a bunch of car notes just because the car look fancy, what the hell you think they doing in the music business? They signing record deals just to say they signed under somebody, but they don't own anything. They don't own a publishing. They don't even own a masters. But yet they signing record deals just to say I got a record deal. But you don't own anything. You don't even own your own masters. And this is what people do in the car business. People will buy a car and pay notes, y'all, on a ride they don't even own. And that they will never own. Just to ride around and stunt. Just to ride around and stunt in the car. And I see that in the music business. People would say they got a record deal just to stunt. But you don't own your masters. You don't own 100% of your publishing. But yet, you're stunting. And people do it with vehicles. I see people in vehicles every day. I see dudes, y'all, in vehicles riding, stunting. And yet you have a tag on the back of it. You paying notes. You don't own it. You're paying no. So you're right. So you mean to tell me people are that enslaved to whereas they don't even want to own anything anymore. And it's true. People don't want to own nothing no more, y'all. People don't want to own anything no more. People just want to live this fairy tale dream and stunt. And dudes would rather ride around, y'all, in cars they don't even own and stunt than to have a regular car that they own. I'm gonna be real with y'all. I have regular cars. I have 2 regular cars. I have a pink Ford Taurus, yeah, but I own it, and I have a 2005 Kia Rio, but I own it. I don't have a Benz. I don't have a 2018 car. No, I have regular cars, but I own it. It's mine. I don't have to stress and pay car notes. Well, look at the music business. It's the same thing. Artists would rather sign a deal and don't own anything. And yet you're stressing in the contract, and yet now you owe the label money. You owe the label money. Because that check that they give you, now you got to give that back when you don't recoup them albums. Yeah. Let me tell y'all something. When a record label signs an artist and they give you the advance check is a loan. It's a loan. So if you don't sell any records or units, whatever y'all want to call it, if you don't sell any records, now you owe the label money. Because if the label put this money into you and your record don't recoup and do the numbers it's supposed to do, now you owe the label. Now you owe the label. Yeah, it's the truth. An artist can owe the label money. Tupac went through this when he was with Death Row. Tupac said he owed Death Row money. Now, a lot of you all may say, Tireo, how can Tupac owe Death Row money when he was selling millions of albums? I'll tell you why he can owe Death Row money. Because Suge Knight got the money from Interscope. Because Death Row was going through Interscope at the time. Suge Knight got all the money from Interscope. And Suge Knight was paying for Tupac's videos. Who the hell you think was paying for them videos? California Love. These was big budget videos. California Love. Ain't Nothing But a Gangsta Party. All these Tupac videos, How Do You Want It? Who you think paying for them videos? Who you think paying for all this? The label paying for that. So now, as an artist, you owe the record label money. And it's the same as you owe, owing a car dealership money because you want to ride around and stunt and pay notes. But now you owe the dealership money. And let alone, don't talk about if you wreck that car. Oh my gosh, if you wreck that car, that goes on your credit now. So now you're riding around paying notes in a car that you done destroyed and wrecked. So now, if you can't keep up the car, watch this. If you can't keep up the car note, they come take the car back, repossess it, and you owe them more money. And that's what artists are doing in the industry. That's what they're doing. Signing these deals and doing this and doing that. And yet now you owe the label money. That's right. This is serious, bro. And this is why, in my personal opinion, I believe that artists should stay independent and create their own industry. Let me tell you something. We as artists, we have so much power. We can create our own industry. Just being real with y'all. Artists can create their own music industry. Yes, they can. That's how powerful artists are. But see, artists forget that they have all that kind of power. Seriously. The record labels can't do anything without the artist. So if they can't do anything without the artist is really in control and they don't even know it. Artists can create their own industry. And in my personal opinion, I think that artists should have been created their own industry and just got away from Hollywood. Seriously. I truly believe that. I truly believe that artists should have been created their own industry and just got away from Hollywood and say, look, we're going to do our own thing. We're going to put up our own money and we're going to do our own thing and we're going to create our own industry. We're going to create our own distribution companies and we're going to do all this stuff ourselves. And trust me, if artists would have did that years ago, oh my gosh. The music, I'm going to be real with you. If artists would have did that years ago, the music business wouldn't even be as effed up as it is today. Because artists are not taking matters into their own hands. It's the truth. It's the truth, man. And I just wanted to just basically give y'all this knowledge, wisdom, and information. I'll tell you something else. You can have I said, you can sell a lot of records and have no success. You can sell a lot of records and have no success. Yeah, you can. You can sell a lot of records and have no success. How, Tireo? Because you're signed to a major record label, and once the money comes in, it goes to the record label first, and they're going to take out everything that they put into you as an artist. They're going to take out everything. You better believe it. It's true. It's true. They're going to take out everything as an artist. I'm be real with you. They're going to take out damn near everything before you even see something. You can sell a lot of records and have no success because you're signed to a major label, and a major label is going, and you already know they're going to take the big cut. Yeah, depending on what kind of deal you have. If you don't have a Birdman or a Master P type deal, you're going to lose. You're going to lose big time. Now you're going to have to go on tour on the road and stress to recoup that money. Yeah. Yeah. Imagine if all artists had the same type of deal that Master P had and Birdman them had, to where they own all their masters and they own everything. Artists wouldn't even need to go on tour. Come on, let's keep it 100. If all artists had the same type of deal that Master P and Birdman had, artists wouldn't even need to go on tour. Why the hell you gotta go on tour when you're getting 100%? You're getting 90% of everything. Why in the hell you gotta go on tour when you're getting all this money just off of record sales alone? What? The reason why the majority of artists go on tour because they gotta go make money, because they don't have money from their record sales. Yeah. When these artists be signed to these major labels and they really be selling good amounts of records, they don't see no big money. No. That's why they gotta run out there and go on tour and start doing these shows, stressing. Yeah. But imagine if artists had the same type of deals that Master P had and Birdman had, to where they owned everything. Whew. Artists could just sit back and collect checks. Yeah. And I just wanted to just talk about this stuff, man, and just share some wisdom and light, you know what I'm saying, on this, bruh, and just kind of give people the game. And I'm going to be real with y'all. I'm the type of person to whereas I would rather have a regular car that I own instead of me being in a fancy car and I'm paying notes and I'm stressing. That's what artists are doing in the music business. An artist would rather take a fancy car and pay notes and stress, but he don't even own it, than to own his own stuff and take the little. And I would rather take the little, but I own my own stuff. I don't need millions of views when I own my own stuff. You know, I don't even need 1 million followers when I own my own stuff. I would rather take the less followers, but I own my publishing, I own my masters, and I'm getting my royalty checks. But see, you got artists out there who are gone and obsessed over views, but they don't own anything. Hit the like button, follow my page. They caught up in how many subscribers they have. They caught up in how many likes they can get. They caught up in how many views they can get, but you don't have a brand. You don't have a business. You don't have that. You don't own anything. I'm not in this for views. I'm not in this for views. I'm not in this for likes, and I'm not in this for how many followers I can get. I'm in this to build my brand and my businesses for God. That's what I'm in this for. Real talk. So, you know, I'm just being real with y'all. I just wanted to just go over all this stuff with y'all, bruh, and just talk to people. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, you can go platinum and gold, like I said in part 1 of the video. You can go platinum and gold in the streets and through social media, you know. And I told y'all already, streaming is the new thing now. Streaming music, downloads, and all that stuff is the new thing now. So you don't have to sell millions and millions and millions and millions of albums to be successful. You don't. You don't. You just gotta bust your ass and grind and work hard. Seriously. And just be about your business. So with all that being said, y'all, This is Tireo, and I'm out, y'all. Peace.